Hey peoples, so let me tell you what the plan was when I planned to watch Invader Zim Enter the Florpus. The plan was to try to watch it from a person who had never seen the show before. I've seen the show, I grew up on the show, I love the show. So I was like, okay, how would an outside person view this? And that just went out the window once I started watching the movie, because this movie is so funny. This might be the most funniest movie I've seen all year. It is so enjoyable, it's cute, so many cute moments, and it's just a fun movie to watch. I've not had this much fun watching a movie since Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. And I don't mean that as in like just only animation fun. I mean as in fun period in any movie. John Wick 3 came close with like enjoyment factor, but those two movies just reach another level. They're just so much fun. But tracking back to the plot, basically the movie, well, I'm gonna try to explain this for those who don't know. Zim is an alien and he has come to Earth in order to conquer Earth. And the only person that knows he's an alien is Dib. He's a human, even though his name sounds stupid. And he has been fighting Zim constantly and trying to stop him from taking over the Earth. The thing is that Zim is bad at doing his job. He's just not good at it at all. And that's what the show was about. Like every single episode was him trying to take over the Earth and failing. Okay, that's what made it entertaining. It was just fun to watch, and it was just random stuff that always happened. So now this movie takes place years into the future. Zim has been hiding out in somewhere, I don't want to tell you where, but he's been hiding, and he's been plotting what he's going to do to take over the Earth, okay? He's been failing, so he's like, I need to think of a plan, a really deep plan, and figure it out. So Dib's been locked up in his room, basically watching Zim's house with camera monitors, trying to figure out where he went to. He's coming back, he knows he's planning something, but everyone else thinks he's crazy, specifically his family, because he's just been gaining weight and getting fat and watching a camera for I don't know how many years, and he stinks, and he hasn't been taking a bath or anything. So once Zim comes back, he puts his plan into place to take over the world, and Dib tries to stop him, and a bunch of chaos, planets get moved around, just so many details, I can't go into it. Okay, starting with the visuals, this movie looks gorgeous. I remember reading an interview about the creator. He went to watch Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, and he was like, oh my gosh, our movie's garbage, this movie's amazing, this is what it's like when a movie has a big budget. I'm sure he appreciates what he made, but also I think he might be missing, and other people might be missing. This style of animation fits this movie. I don't like every movie to look the same. This is why it feels like a lot of Disney movies get repetitive. For Disney to have so much money, it's weird that all their movies kind of look the same. Like, that's why people can create conspiracy theories, because the movies can weave in and out, because all of them are 3D animation. Not a lot of 2D animation out there, or something creative like what Spider-Man did. So the artistic style in this movie does look really good. It's beautiful. The things they put on screen, kind of like a giant comic book at times. It's just a lot to take in, where there were points where I have to pause just to try to catch everything in a frame. I'll probably watch this movie multiple times to try to catch every single thing, but it's fun to do that. The characters are really engaging. Gur has always been one of my favorites. For those who don't know, Gur is Zim's robot, I guess, sidekick or henchman. He's not good at his job, but he's very, very cute. I need to buy myself a Gur t-shirt or something. I don't have any Gur merch. I don't have any Invader Zim merchandise. Okay, I need to rectify that. But back to the movie. So here's what makes the movie great out of everything. You might like the animation, it might be a nostalgia factor, but this is what I think will bring people in, and it's the writing. The writing in this movie is so fun, it's creative, it's smart, it makes it super enjoyable to watch this movie. Like, even if you've never heard of the series, for as far as I remember, only one thing is like a reference where you might need help from a past episode, which has to do with a moose. Everything else, you don't have to have any back knowledge, but I mean, you just go with it for the moose stuff. That sounds weird to say, but yeah, you just go with it. Other than that, everything else, you can just step into this world and enjoy it. They explain pretty much everything from the beginning with this great animation, like these images which look incredible, like it's kind of like an anime style. But yeah, you can just step right into it, and like I was saying, the writing is so creative. The jokes are so funny. Now, when I say the writing is great, I don't mean just the actual dialogue alone. I mean specifically also the animation tied so well into it, because you have to write, okay, this character will do this when they say this, and that's what makes it so much fun. And another thing that ties into it very well is the sound. I don't know how to explain that. It's not like I'm not talking about, oh, the spaceship sounds like this and it sounds great, the sound effects they made, but they add random sounds in random areas and it just enhances the film and makes it more enjoyable. The sounds don't make sense. Like in a normal movie, you'd be like, where did that come from? In this movie, it works. And I feel like I'm just rambling. I'm just gushing over this movie, and the point is, it's great. The story's great. The characters are very engaging. The animation style is just amazing to watch, and you get sucked into this world very quickly. This will probably go on one of my favorite movies of the year on the top 10 list. I'll probably have to think about that in a little bit more detail, as in, like, when I go back and watch it again, does this work for someone who has never seen it? And that's going to be a big factor as if it's worthy of going on my list. Because though it might be great, I want to make sure nostalgia is not having a factor on my thoughts, because that is a big deal. And sorry, I'm rambling, but for example, just to clear this up, so the live action Beauty and the Beast movie, okay, there are things in that movie that don't make sense unless you've seen the animated original movie. And they know this. This is why Disney makes the live action movies. They don't have to necessarily explain everything, because they know people are coming to watch this. If you've seen the animation, that you want to see this as well. But that's a problem for someone just stepping in. So there seems like there's plot holes in there, but in your brain, you're filling in the thing. You're like, oh, this happened in the animation, so we're going to skip through it. Or for instance, the scene in the new Lion King movie where Scar has his song. A lot of people were complaining because they said it was shorter and it wasn't as impactful and stuff like that. They know that because they saw the original. In the movie, when you watch it, you might be like, oh, he didn't have much of a song or anything like that. So it skews your view of the movie because you have a nostalgia factor, you have a knowledge of what previously took place before this new version of it came out. So that's when I want to make sure this isn't happening when I'm watching this movie. I want to make sure that a person who has never seen the show can come in and watch it and still have an enjoyable time, versus having to know or have the history of the TV show with them in their minds before they watch it. But yeah, that's about it. It's a great movie. Again, I said it like a billion times. It's really fun. That's what I took from it. Like, whether there might be flaws or little probably animation problems, I have no idea. I don't know if anybody sees any flaws when they watch this movie. The point is, it's just a fun watch, and at the end of the day, that's what I want from my movies. I want to leave having a fun time, okay, or an enjoyable time, not necessarily fun if it's a drama, but you know what I mean. But thanks for listening, guys. As always, please go follow or share or whatever you can do to make this blow up. Tell people about it. I appreciate you for listening. I really do, because you could be listening to anything else, and I'm really appreciative that you listen to this. And I hope you go watch the movie and enjoy it. Please let me know if you do watch it. As always, have a great day. God bless. Talk to you tomorrow.